So hi, and welcome to today's reading. Today we're going to have 3 piles, and we're just going to be doing a general reading, so whatever comes through in the cards. And so choose from one of these 3 piles. I feel like that one wanted to come out too, so I'm going to give it to pile 4, or 3. And I'm going to give you a crystal. And so we have Prehnite. I'm not sure how to say it. I'm going to Google it before I do the piles. And we have green turquoise and green aventurine. And so really green vibes. So getting the heart chakra vibes. But I'm also going to pull a charm, and then I'll flip the cards over for you to choose from. And at any time, you can, of course, skip to your reading in the description. So for the first pile, we have a music note. So that's interesting. The second pile, we have an acorn. Not an acorn, a pine cone. And the third pile, we have a key. So very interesting. I'm only gonna flip over one of these cards, but here's your cards. Number 33, number 28, and number 30. So choose one of these 3 piles and go to the description for your reading time. So pile 1, your stone was Prehnite and your card was 33. Where do I begin is the question. From the very beginning, like before I even started this video, it was 123 actually when I started this video too. 123 like it was the time. And so I'm getting that you're building something first of all. And I'm also getting that you look pretty, you smell pretty, you probably drink a lot of water. You're in a very positive energy. You're keeping your surroundings in a very nice energy. I feel like you're surrounded by good people as well, and you're making the most out of every opportunity that comes to you. It's like you're building your dreams is what I'm getting from the card. And with Prehnite, I Googled the meaning, beautiful stone, never heard of it before, but it's absolutely amazing. You should invest in it. But it says, Prehnite, it's a stone of magic and unconditional love. It's a healing crystal for healers is what it said. It's literally for healers to help them heal more people. It does come in a very, very, very rare shade. And I felt like that was a message for you that like sometimes your sacral chakra can stay blocked or feel very blocked. And I'm also hearing solar plexus. And so those 2 areas, I feel like sometimes you maybe lack the confidence to put into your dreams, or you lack the like passion, or you feel like you're down in energy a little bit. And I feel like this stone will really help you with that. And I feel like it'll really uplift your vibration is what it says. It will bring a sense of abundance and a sense of preparedness. Preparedness is a hard word to spell. I literally like wrote it down, and when I read it, I couldn't even read it. I'm silly. But it's supposed to uplift your vibration and bring a sense of abundance and preparedness. So even if you are abundant or if you're not abundant, it's gonna make you feel like you are. So it's really gonna attract that abundance. It's gonna help you attract what you want. It gives the gift of prophecy was another thing I saw, which was pretty cool. It says, it brings the mind to a natural world and all its beauties to connect you with the 4 elements. And so it helps you to get grounded, and really, I'm hearing alchemy, and so it helps you to produce alchemy, to be in an energy where you're able to create things, where you're able to change things, which is really why I feel like it's so good at healing. It's also a feng shui stone. It's one of the main ones, apparently, is what it said. And it really brings in a mentality of out with the old and in with the new. And so it's a really great crystal. And I feel like it's perfect for you. I feel like it would really help you align. And then your charm was this music note. And so you could be musically inclined, or you could be listening to a lot of music recently. I'm getting that you're learning to change your vibration. You're learning to move your vibration with music, with your atmosphere, with the things that surround you. And so I feel like your message is going to center around the way you see your environment, the way you sit in your environment, and that kind of energy. I feel like you have the ability to change things around you more than you ever realize. And like this card came like bent because I bought them used. And so I'm just getting that it's like sometimes you have like the shattered appearance, or like shattered like view on the world. And then the universe is saying that you still like create beauty in it. And it's very wonderful energy. I'm also getting a very strong aura. Like I said, before I even started this pile, I was really connecting with the energy. And so I feel like your aura reaches a lot of people. I feel like right now you reach a lot of people. You have the card 51, Healing Waters. You have Cosmic Knowledge. We have Resilience, Love, and we have Maintain. Really good cards. And then we have courthouse. I'm actually gonna scoot these down and put this one like this. And then I'm gonna check in a second to see if it's all in frame, because I actually don't know. We have also 34, so 33, 34, 23, so 5, 7, 6. We have 6 again with 51. And then we have 8 and 2, which is 1, 10. And so I feel like you're completing a cycle. I feel like you've completed this cycle already. I feel like you've really stepped into your like divine abundance is what I'm hearing, but you've stepped into your healing power, your healing magic. And I feel like that's what you've been doing a lot of, is just helping other people, working with other people. And I feel like the universe is saying to continue doing this. You are resilient. You will like continue doing this. You just have to keep your eyes on the prize and continue maintaining what you have. Continue to love what's in your environment and love what's around you. I'm just getting all positive energy, and I feel like it's meant to be kind of an uplifting message. But let's get your cards. I was gonna do them in this order, and I thought I put them down like that, but apparently not. We have the Hierophant. And so I feel like you're in this Hierophant energy right now. I feel like you're really connected to your higher self, to your past is what I'm hearing. And the Hierophant coming out too as like a tree is giving me the message of like the Akashic records. You're tapping into that energy of like timelessness. You're tapping into that energy that is like forever young, forever youthful, and forever like flourishing is what I'm getting. And I feel like maybe it's a little bit of work for you. I feel like you've been putting a lot of work in it. I feel like you've kind of been focused on the money a little bit too, or like you've been focusing a lot on money, and the universe is saying that like that's gonna be perfectly fine. Just keep going. That's kind of the energy. The 8 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles again. How did I not get 2 of these cards? Oops. Anyways, the World, the Queen of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the Star card. Honestly, the best energy you could ask for in a reading, not even gonna lie. I'm gonna check one more time to see if you can see the cards. Perfect. What is your message? Your message is really, really good. I'm gonna ring the bell, and I was gonna light my candle. Where did I put my candle? I guess no candle this reading. I was gonna light a candle, but now I'm not seeing it. There it is. And my lighter's outside. One second. Boom. Ring this one more time. And what I'm getting from your reading overall is that you are mastering whatever it is that you do. You're becoming a master of your works. We have the 8 of Pentacles twice, which is kind of crazy because I feel like you're already a master. And this card always makes me think of spirit guides because it looks like this is the Day of the Dead tarot. And so it makes me think of like your spirit guides, your ancestors, those people. And I feel like you're just surrounded by those people watching over you and protecting you. And what's interesting too is in the other deck, like this deck, the 8 of Cups, which is in this reading, is like a match to that card. Like they mirror each other, the same card. And so I'm just getting the message that you're very spiritually guided right now. And I really feel like you're a spiritual guide to other people. That's why I'm getting from this reading, like wholeheartedly, is that you're a very healing person who's tapped into this cosmic knowledge, who's very powerful and knows their power. And with a Hierophant, I feel like you're sharing this with people. I feel like you're a spiritual leader in some way, or a teacher or something like that. You could just be a teacher or a mentor in that way too. And what I'm seeing is the universe really just wants you to maintain balance. That's all the universe really has to say to you, I feel like, is stay balanced, stay balanced. There may be something in your life, like just maintenance wise, I guess it's self-care and those kind of things. It's like, I feel like the message is really that like you can learn so much about this world. You can learn everything about this world. And it's like, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't do the baseline things, if you skip those things to do something else, it doesn't really matter. It all crumbles. Because with the 2 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups, that's what I'm getting. You're completing a cycle where you let people, I feel like, walk on you, or you let people take things from you. And I feel like this cycle's been completed. I'm hearing Dead and Gone, that song by, I think IT and Rihanna. I don't know. But Dead and Gone. And so I feel like that cycle is completely gone. I'm also getting the message, because this is the card for Saturn, so check wherever Saturn just transited in your birth chart. And so if you're like, for me, it's a Virgo, as a Virgo rising, Saturn is transiting currently through my 7th house. And so just for funsies, if you're a Libra rising, Saturn is transiting through your 8th house, which is the house of shared finance. And so there's a message there I'm getting. I'm just getting the message that like, I'm getting the message of balance overall, of like, of just maintaining your purity in a way. With the Star card too, you're shining, you're projecting your energy to other people. You're already doing this, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this energy is all just like perfect energy. It says divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. And so that's exactly what I'm getting. You're connected to this divine source and you're sharing it. And I feel like the universe just wants you to know that you can extend even further, that you can go even further with what you're sharing. And that's kind of the message that I'm getting. I'm actually going to get one card to clarify, the courthouse card, because I don't really know what that's about. Maybe you're scared about something and the universe is saying that it's going to turn out like to be really positive. That candle's dead. The 9 of Swords with sunset in the southwest. So that's interesting. The southwest would be like, that would be California, that area, right? But I'm just getting that there's some kind of anxiety around, I feel like where you are and like what you do, and like, there's some kind of environment around, there's some kind of energy around your surroundings. Because we have maintain as well, which is the card with the 2 of discs, which is all about balance. And so as the candle goes out, I'm just getting that there's a lack of balance in some way. When you enter a desert, it's a very interesting environment. It's very dry. It's very, which is the opposite of your reading overall. And that's why it's interesting that it's the 9 of Swords. But it's very dry. There's no trees really there. The shrubbage is very like dead, and like the animals are really harsh. Like they have dragons that spit stuff at out of their eyeballs and shit, I've heard. They're just very mean animals is what I'm getting. And so like the energy that I'm getting is like, there's something in your mind, there's something in your world that still is attacking you, that still is making it hard for you to continue pushing forward. And I feel like it has to do a little bit with alchemy. I feel like there's something about your passion, something about your sacral and your solar plexus chakra is what I'm getting. Something in like what you put out, the way you create things that you have anxiety about. It's like it brings you a fear, and it's like it's this fear of not being good enough. It's like you're thinking like, I'm not balanced right now, so I can't do this. It's like, this isn't perfect, this isn't maintained, this isn't kept the way I want it, and so it's not good enough, I'm not able to do it right now. And I feel like that's the lesson you're learning, is that things will never be good enough, but things can be the best they can be. You have to make things the best they can be no matter what. I'm getting the message 5 and 7 a lot, like the numbers 5 and 7 a lot. 5 is change, 7 is like a divine connection to the universe. And so I'm getting that the way you connect with the universe is going to be changing soon. You're going to be mastering your craft. You're going to be picking something up and like going further with it is what I'm getting. And this is going to be done through literally the way you maintain your life, the way you keep your life together. It says commitment, and so your commitments are even going to be changing is what I'm getting. And I feel like you see this coming, you're anxious about this. There might be something you're putting into like words, like a book or something in that way, where it's like you have to like publish it is what I'm kind of getting. And I'm just getting that there's a perfectionism that's just really harsh around, because like even in this it says maintain, and then like the room is clean, and like there's some tools out, but like it's a hallway. You see what I'm saying? Like the room is like clean, and that's kind of what it's saying. It's like you've already done the maintenance work a little bit, and so there's this energy of like push forward, push past where you are currently. Confidence times competence. It's funny that I couldn't read competence. And with the fire, like the flame went out, and then we have this the flame energy, and even like the rare orange shade that I was getting from the crystal. That's what I'm getting. It's like you rarely have the ability, you rarely allow yourself to do something. You rarely allow yourself to put yourself out there. And the universe is saying to put yourself out there even more, put yourself out there further, because you're meant to reach farther, I feel like. With the star, I'm really getting the message that like your bad times are behind you a little bit. And so that's a really good message. I feel like the worst is really behind you. I feel like you've already buried the worst, and like you're at the process where it's like you're past it, you're walking past it. I'm also getting Aquarius energy and Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn in Aquarius is like good friendships energy. That's good vibes. That's positive vibes. And so I feel like the people in your life are very positive right now. And I feel like the universe is saying to like that you've walked away from the people that are negative to to really pour yourself out to the people around you right now, to really pour yourself into everything you do as much as possible. With the Queen of Cups, that's what I'm getting. It's even lining up with the Healing Waters card. And so you have like this overflow, this waterfall of emotions that like are needing to be shared. And it's like not even like a problem. It's not even that they need to be. It's that you're learning to share them. You're learning to open up about these things, and you're learning to express these things in a positive way. It's like you're learning to bring people into your own dream. It's like you are the music is what I'm getting from this pile. And so that's what I'm getting, is that you are the music. And it's like you fear that about yourself sometimes. You fear being the center of attention in that way. You fear like something about it in a little bit. It's like you like when it naturally happens, but you don't like things to feel forced either, is what I'm getting. There's an energy that's like you want things, you always wait on natural timing. You always wait on divine timing. And the universe is saying sometimes you gotta force things just a little bit. And you have a positive vibration, a positive energy, a higher energy. You're connected to the universe. You know when to push things a little bit. And that's what the universe is saying, is now it's time to push things a little bit. It's saying to push your mind further, to push your body further, and to push like just a little bit harder for your end goal, because it's like you're almost there. You're going to get something soon, is what I'm getting. With the Hierophant, you're seen in a high regard. And I feel like you're leaving this like mentality that you're not seen in a high regard. You're seeing yourself as the star. You see yourself as a star. You know you're completing cycles, and you know you're about to begin like almost a new life, because we have the Fool card, not like is about to be next. And so you're finishing things. You're wrapping things up for this new life that you're about to be on. And I feel like you're not as excited as I feel like as you should be. I feel like there's not a lot of excitement here. There's not a lot of fire still. And so there's still this energy that like you could be not doing more, but like creating more from passion, creating more from a place of like love and happiness and like joy. I feel like right now you're pushing things out as a like in a material way. It's like you're producing. It's like you're doing assembly line. It's like an assembly line kind of thing. It's like you're productive, but you're not necessarily enjoying the production. You're not enjoying the productiveness. And so you know that song that's like Whistle While We Work? And I even like literally have a Snow White mirror right here. And so that's what I'm getting, is very good energy, very beautiful energy. That was the first thing that I kept hearing when I went to smoke before I started this reading, was literally beautiful energy. You're beautiful. You look so good. You look I heard you look good, you smell good, you taste good. That's the energy I got. And that's what I got from this card, just seeing that. And it's like you're learning to embrace that side of yourself. You're learning to live in that energy. You're learning to live in the energy of like the flower, where it's like everything like revolves around you in a way. Because like think about a flower in the garden. People plant flowers. People put gardens up. People want gardens everywhere. Even like dandelions are beautiful, and they're weeds. And so that's the energy I'm getting. It's like even like on your worst day, you have this beautiful energy about you that's so positive and so alluring. And like you see the hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are very high vibrational animals. My spirit animal, I got in a test, and I have a hummingbird tattoo. I love hummingbirds. As a kid, one time we found a hummingbird nest. And it was the cutest thing ever. And we like watched the hummingbirds like grow up, like kind of. We would look in there every once in a while. And then they like left, and we kept the nest. And I don't have it still, but that's one of the few things I don't still have from childhood, I feel like. Because like I have a wasp nest. I have like millions of them. I have a hornet nest, like a 3-layered one and stuff like that. But I don't have that one, the hummingbird nest, which is sad. But I'm just getting the energy of family, and I'm getting tiny family. That's what I'm hearing, like small family. And so you could feel, I'm getting single mother vibes, but just small family vibes where it's like things can be tough sometimes. Things can be tough. And I feel like you're anxious about this. You're nervous about this. I feel like you are in a hospitable environment, because that's what the deserts are. They're hospitable environments. But the universe is saying that like living, like desert animals are the scariest. Desert animals are some of the craziest ones. I'm also thinking too about like these insects. They're called leafcutter ants. And they live in deserts too, so they know there's no leaves in deserts, but they pick up plant material and stuff like that, and then they grow fungus on the plant material in their nest, and they eat the fungus. So they're vegetarians. And so that's the energy I'm getting. It's like a family working together to bring food to the table, but I'm also getting small family vibes, so maybe big family too. Like extended family and stuff working together. And so there's kind of that energy here, and it's like everyone's pulling together to maintain, but I feel like you're the glue that holds this thing together. You're the glue that holds everything together, is what I'm hearing. We have Capricorn energy as well as Taurus energy coming out strong. And so I feel like Capricorn, Aquarius energy big. And so I feel like your career, your family, your money, those things are all kind of intertwined right now. And I feel like the universe wants you to like push them apart. Like figure out how to keep them similar, but push them apart just a little bit. Separate them out just a little bit, and have like, when you're with family, it's only with that energy. Just continue to maintain that. Continue to build that like that routine, that loving like environment where it's like you're focused completely in the moment and focused completely on the task at hand. Really good message. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. That's why I'm rambling. I think that's about it though. It's really positive energy. I just see you as overflowing and being this like you have this cup that you're willing to share with people and you are able to share with people. And so I'm getting just really positive energies. I'm gonna get some charms for you and see if any messages come through that way. And then your reading will be over. I hope that resonated. Remember, your crystal is spelled Prehnite. I would definitely get it. I don't know why night stood out to me. I can't think. I'm like getting something, but it's like not coming. That's what she said. Charms. Charms. I'm gonna get just a couple signs from the universe, just charms for you to go with your music note. I'm getting that you're the vibe, you're the shit, and that's what I'm kind of hearing. Is like you are the music. You are the you march to the beat of your own drum, and I feel like people want to march to the beat of your drum. Very interesting. I thought it was a cross, but it's like a key with a cross. And so in a way, I feel like you have a very classy, like very like old school like vibe is what I'm getting, but it's a very like it's still like in the future. It's like in the past, but in the future. Like you bring the past to the future. I feel like you unite the elements, alchemy. And I feel like your spirit guides are definitely around you, protecting you. And with this little mermaid charm, I'm getting that like the universe is behind you. You're connected to your emotions. You're connected to water. And I feel like you're transforming into yourself right now. You're unlocking literally your highest potential is what I'm hearing. And so I feel like you're stepping into your highest potential right now, like literally as we speak. I'm gonna get just a couple more charms. We have the Tree of Life and then another music note. I'm just hearing you're the shit. I'm hearing you're the shit, you've been the shit, and you will be the shit later. And so I guess this is a hype you up kind of reading, because that's what I'm getting. It's like you're protected. I feel like you protect other people as well. And like cat-like energy. And so kind of like standoffish, kind of to yourself, but I feel like that's part of your maintenance. That's part of what you do to keep yourself in this high energy. And I'm getting classy vibes from this hat. I'm getting church like Sunday hats, like traditional vibes with the Hierophant too. That's very traditional. And so I feel like you're just unlocking things for other people. I feel like you're helping others unlock themselves. And that's what I'm getting overall is that you have to heal yourself. And I feel like you're doing this. I feel like this isn't a problem. It's just saying to remember to heal yourself first. Because you heal so many people. I feel like that's what the message is. That you can reach further. But thank you so much for watching this reading, and I'll see you in the next one. So pile 1, your stone was green turquoise. Green turquoise is a beautiful stone. It brings wisdom, protection, good fortune, tranquility, and hope. It brings enduring love, and so enduring hope. It brings the faith that things will follow through, I feel like. It connects to your heart chakra, but it also gives blue, like, expressing your heart chakra vibes. Expressing what you feel and, like, having, like, in-depth thoughts about what you feel. With the acorn too, that's what I'm seeing is prosperity, and I'm seeing growth. I'm seeing a seed be planted, and in your card, what I'm getting is that like you have to live completely in the moment. Right now, I feel like an acorn, not an acorn. I keep saying an acorn, but that's the vibe, like a pine cone. You feel like something that is a baby, something that's just beginning, something that's like brand new, or you're just looking at life with such fresh eyes and like, you just see like, you see everything around you, I feel like to the fullest and to the most. I feel like you have this like healing love about you that you express always. You have this unconditional love about you that you express always. Turquoise also brings positive feelings, and so it helps to harmonize. Basically your heart and mind is what I was getting. It says, Hathor is the daughter of the sun god Ra in Egyptian mythology. I think her name's Hathor. But she is the goddess of fertility, sex, and pregnancy. And so this was her stone. But yes, in Egypt, they would give green turquoise to people to carry with them while they traveled, because it was supposed to protect them while they traveled. And I feel like that's what she would do. And she would also protect like fertility and stuff. And so I'm getting lots of fertility vibes. I'm getting like the idea of like traveling for work, because like trading goods and stuff like that, like bringing like something across the desert is kind of the vibe I'm getting. And so you could be going through some very harsh realities is what I'm hearing too. And I feel like you see the end goal, you almost have it, but the universe is saying stay in the moment and let the moment like progress to the point where it's like you get to that end goal. And then like when you, it's like training for when you get there. And so when you get to that end moment, you'll actually live in the moment then too. And you won't be thinking about the next move. You'll be completely in the moment. And so the universe is saying, get completely grounded in right now in the exact place that you're at, in the exact time that you're at, and in the like the feelings, the thoughts, the emotions that you're in right now. I feel like the universe is saying that there's a time and a place for everything, and the future's coming. And as soon as the future gets here, you don't want to be ready for it to leave yet. And so that's kind of the energy you want to be practicing. You want to practice right now as if it is like the best moment of your life, because right now is the best moment of your life. Right now is the best time in your life. Right now is as good as it's gonna get right now. You gotta make it better. And that's the energy I'm getting, is that you're making it better. You're figuring out how to really do things different and better. And I wanted to do the cards like this in the way that I'm about to do them. I forgot in pile 1. And so I feel like pile 1 was a very traditional pile. Pile 2, I feel like is gonna be a very like, it's very much like you're making your mark on the world, is what I'm hearing. You're changing the world. But like, I feel like you're so focused on that end goal. It's like, it's almost like you're forgetting to put up like a front right now. You're forgetting to put things like, you're forgetting to like put on a happy face is what I'm hearing, a smile. You're forgetting to fake it till you make it just a little bit. And so I feel like the universe wants you to really like up your game, up your like, your charisma, I'm hearing your charisma, your uniqueness, your nerve, and your talent. And so up it all. I'm hearing cross boundaries. I'm hearing break the rules. And that's the energy I'm getting, is the universe wants you to be more avant-garde right now. The universe wants you to be more colorful is also what I'm hearing. And so take that as it resonates. It's supposed to protect travelers. We have, it actually was used by the Native Americans to channel to the universe. Blue turquoise was. And it has a connection. It brings the skies and the heavens together with the earth. Oh no, it's blue, and so it looks like the sky, and how the sky brings heaven to earth. And I was also thinking about how like the ocean's blue, and so it's like the sky meets the earth meets the ocean, and then meets, or you see what I'm saying? I feel like that's the energy. I feel like emotional energy, and I feel like you see through the dimensions. I feel like you see through things. I feel like you see through the veil. You see the truth, and I feel like you see the future in a way. I feel like it's like saying you're prophetic. But let's get the rest of your cards. Your first card is Tropical Flames. I was for some reason was really thinking about this card during pile 1, and pile 1 had a bunch of 8s in it. So maybe you were attracted to pile 1 as well. But what I'm getting is just this strong fire energy, this passion in you that's like, it's like you're procrastinating it, is what I'm hearing. We have Stellar Gateway Chakra. And I'm probably going to stop the video and go get the book, because I'm not exactly sure everything about that, and I really don't want to get it wrong, because that's a really cool card. We have Redemption, and we have Surrender, and then we have Heal, and then Journey. And for your tarot cards, we have the Queen of Cups, and we also had that in pile 1. The King of Cups is your next card. So interesting that I flipped that over too, because that was not the order I necessarily wanted to, but it worked out perfect. And that's what I'm seeing with the Two of Swords. Things are working out perfectly is what I'm hearing. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, we have the Five of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and last card, the King of Pentacles. Really good reading. Really good reading. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get the book, so it's gonna pause for a second. You won't even know it though. I also forgot to ring the bell before your reading, so. And I'm gonna spray this. Do the Macarena. Is that the Macarena? I don't know. And let's look at your card. It was number 12. And I opened the card, I opened the book to page 21, which is the 6th card, the third eye chakra. And so your first message is you're using your third eye, I feel like, in a new and profound way. Stellar Gateway Chakra, it says Source, Alternative Realities, Soul Contract, and Total Acceptance. I'm feeling really out of breath, so this could be a really difficult thing that you're going through in this way. But let's see. It says, through this card, you are opening a portal connecting you to Great Spirit, to Source. If it is also a gateway to other worlds, alternative realities, and a bridge back to the world from which your soul has gained much wisdom through alternative lives. With this card, you can begin to sense the quiet, yet profound knowing of self, of yourself as seen through the eyes of the Great Spirit. It says your physical self is made aware of your immortal being. You are asked to sit in absolute silence, acceptance of your vastness. It says, no action is needed, simply an unconditional love for self, total acceptance of your divine natural being with it now. With your divine nature beings with it now, a bliss wave of peace which washes throughout your being. Accept it with deep love and immense gratitude. And so basically the universe is saying to do nothing. The universe is, I feel like, saying you're doing too much. That's what the universe is saying right now. You're doing too much. That is so funny. Because I didn't think about that until just now. You're doing too much. The universe is saying to surrender. Let things, literally, the universe is saying that anytime something falls apart, anytime something like feels like it's out of your control, surrender it completely to the universe and it'll work out for your highest good. That's the message I'm getting. And I feel like this is kind of a love reading, just a little bit. But it's going to be a really general love reading, but it is just a little bit of a love reading. And so that's really positive vibrating energies. I don't know why I said vibrating. There's a message there too for you, I guess. I'm going to show the camera one more time. And what I'm getting overall is that you are healing your shadows. You are learning to do all this. You're stepping into your divine abundance. You're learning that less is more is what I'm hearing. You're learning that literally like now is all that you are guaranteed. Now is all you have. Right now is literally the only moment that you can really count on. And what is happening in the here and now? What is happening? What are you doing? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts going through? What are you not looking at is what I'm hearing too, because we have the Two of Swords here. And I feel like this is a lot about shadow work. And so I even heard the message today, like from a YouTuber that was talking about like shadow work and the definition of shadow work, how it literally explains what it is to you. And she was like, this is what she said. She said, I reposted it on my TikTok, but she said, anywhere the light shines, anywhere sun shines, there will be a shadow. And so if you're out in the sunlight, you have a shadow. It's that energy. It's everywhere that your sun is, because we are the stars as a collective. We are all the stars. And so anywhere your sun is, there's a shadow behind it. And that's what I'm seeing is like, just step into your shadows just a little bit more. You're on this journey to heal your heart. You're literally, I'm feeling like you're forgiving yourself for a lot of things right now, I feel like too. And that's really the message I feel like too, is to be very gracious with yourself, to be very humble is what I'm hearing, but just to be very gracious with yourself, because like I feel like you're very hard on yourself. You're going through this journey, which means that you're pushing yourself past the limits of most people. Most people don't push themselves to be greater. Most people just sit and there's, you know what I mean? You're doing that though. And so the universe is saying that you're going to come from somewhere that's not as good as you are now. You're going to come from something worse. So it doesn't, I mean, like you're always going to, it's getting better. And so it has to have been worse. And so there is worse. It's part of literally everyone's process. It's part of the process of life is what I'm hearing. And so there's this energy that like, you're mad about what you're coming from. And it's like the universe is saying like, that's where you started. Think about how far it is that you've come now. And just switch that mentality from like, this is where I was and being mad about it to this is where I am right now and being so grateful and like happy about it. And that's the energy. Because where are you right now? Look around and really like think about it. Like, what do you have to be grateful for? Because if you can't think of one thing, that's not your surroundings that's the problem. That's you that's the problem. And so what can you think about right now to look around to be grateful for? I mean, you're looking at a phone or something right now. I mean, like, right? And so that's pretty, I mean, those are pretty amazing things that like, go make a phone. Go make your own phone. Go do your own internet shit. It's not easy. So there's this energy of gratitude. There's this energy of taking the smallest things for granted. And that's what the universe is saying, I feel like. To go outside and feel the grass, to feel nature again, like see the slug that's like climbing on the mushrooms and stuff, to go outside and pick mushrooms, to go outside and act like a child. I also heard this message on TikTok, this TikToker, Terra Vista, he said that tarot cards they originated as play, they originated as games, and that's exactly what it is. It's games. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to wake up your inner child. It's supposed to excite your inner child. And with the King and Queen of Cups here, what I'm seeing is that your inner child has grown up just a little bit. And so I don't feel like this is necessarily talking about inner child wounds, maybe just a little bit, but it's more of an ignorance to your inner child wounds that we'll be talking about. But what I'm actually getting is that you've grown up from this stage. And so it's like you've left it behind almost. It's like you've shedded like your skin and like you're now like a mature person. And that's the energy I'm getting. The universe is like this chaos, because I'm seeing chaos in your life. I'm seeing insecurities and I'm seeing butterflies. I'm seeing you be nervous about something and insecure about it at the same time. And so there's like a fluttering, there's a flustered feeling, there's an excitement, and then there's also like a, oh no shit, I gotta run away from it. There's that energy. It's a hot and cold energy. It's a What happens when fire eventually will burn up Earth, but like that's magma. That's very powerful, very slow, very stuck energy that turns into obsidian, which absorbs negative energy. And so what I'm seeing is that you're sitting stagnant right now. You've grown up a little bit and you're like, right now I can take things slower. And the universe is saying to sit still, which is so funny because that's like the opposite of what I'm saying right now. But what the universe is saying is like to be still with yourself in the moment, but like to be in the moment so much that's like that like you embody the chaos and then bring it back to stillness. And so that's what the universe I feel like is saying is that there's change happening, yes. And then figure out how to bring that change to stillness. Figure out how to find calming peace in that stillness so you can listen to your inner child, listen to your inner voice, and really just be, I'm hearing in control, but at peace. At peace with being in control. Because I feel like that's what I feel like control is one of those things. It says surrender here. And there's a certain level that you have to surrender, and there's a certain level you have to have control. You can't do just one or the other. It's always a balance. And that's what I'm getting is that you're walking a thin line. It says sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. Dying. The ego, I just swear that card just moved. But it says the ego learns I can't read it upside down. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop to control the whole universe. And so you can't control the whole universe, but you can control some things in the universe. And the universe, I feel like, is saying to really just look at what can you control and what can't you control right now. With the Five of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, what I'm seeing is that you are going to master all these things. As part of your path is mastering these things. But the universe is saying to remember where you came from and to never forget where you came from, because that is just as much a part of the story, if not more a part of the story, if not more important part of the story than where you are going to be. And so the future and the past, whichever one's good, whichever one's bad, they're still the same importance. The worst things in the world, unfortunately, usually have purpose behind them. And I'm not saying that to like take that with a pinch of salt, what I just said, because I mean that could be really like, I'm not excusing anything or anything like that. I'm not saying that things are like fated and so like things have to happen that way, because I don't really believe in fate. What I'm getting is that you're tapping into fate too. That's another thing with the Page of Pentacles too. I didn't even look at that. I forgot about that card. And so what I'm seeing is that you're tapping into fate. You're working on your fate right now. And what is fate? I made a mistake talking about this too. It said fate is determination, not predestination. And so fate is like the concept of where you want to go, more so than it is the path there. The path is going to be ever changing. The path is going to be out of your control and completely different for every second of every day. And like that, it's going to be completely chaos is what I'm hearing. But the plan has to be solid. And that's what I'm getting right now is you have this plan. You had this plan in your childhood. You had this idea as a child that was something that you wanted to birth, something you wanted to do. And the universe is saying to hold on to that and know that that's where you're going. The universe is saying that no matter what changes, no matter what chaos happens, no matter what changes to the plan, whereas the plan is still for you to fulfill your soul's purpose. That's your plan. And so it doesn't matter how you're doing that. It doesn't matter what means you're doing that. You're working to do that. And so the universe is saying to really tap into that energy of you are working to fulfill your life's plan. And just remember that. Use that to uplift you. Use that to heal you. And use that to give yourself forgiveness. Find stillness in the chaos. Be the stillness in the chaos. Go back to oneness. Be that one thing that is not chaotic in your life. And that's the message I have for you, I feel like. With the Page of Pentacles, like I said, your childhood is very important here. Getting back to your childhood. I feel like you've left it behind a little bit. You've become very like business, very posh is what I'm hearing right this second. But yes, with green turquoise, I feel like that wakes up your inner child as well. It's giving me Page of Cups energy. And that's the energy I'm getting in this reading is like, that's what's missing is that Page of Cups energy. And I feel like that's part of your shadows right now. Is what's missing is you're not looking at the dark side. You're not accepting something. There's something, I feel like it's even small. It's just something though. But with the Tree of Life and the flower, I'm getting bikini bottom vibes. And so you may have ripped your pants recently. If that resonates, tell me, please. That's hilarious. I'm just kidding, though. But we have a bone. I'm hearing femur. Interesting. Your femur is your butt bone, I think. We have two butterflies and a bird. And so what I'm getting is that everything's about to transform. Right now, you're a pine cone, but you're about to grow into the Tree of Life. You're about to grow into a tree. And with the turtle, I feel like you're going to support a world, an ecosystem, a universe on your back. And I feel like you're going to be in this King of Pentacles energy where he's like literally taming spirits. And I feel like you're literally taming spirits. And I don't mean like literally, I mean like you're taming the world. You're making the world your bitch is what I'm hearing. And you're flourishing. You're going to flourish. The universe is saying that the reason that you're flourishing right now is your growth, where you're coming from, your seed to your trunk, to your branches. I'm also getting the message from Medea. This video from Medea, but she said something like, she said, some people are leaves. Some people are meant to be flaky and fall out of your life and go, but they were there to give you sunlight and they were there for the good, and then they're going to fertilize the soil, but you got to let them go. And she said some people are branches. They're a little bit more sturdy. They're a little bit, but when a good wind comes, they're going to get the fuck on. They're done. And some people are roots. She said some people support the whole system, and some people you can stand on. Some people are digging into the ground and trying for you. She said those people that are there for you, no matter what, that don't move, that are always going to be your support system, that those are the people you have to do the same for. Those are the people you have to work with. And that's what I'm getting, is build your support system, build your roots, and know that you already have them. Go back to your childhood, link back to your childhood as much as possible is what I'm getting for you. But that's your message. I hope you enjoyed this. And pile 3 is about to start. Pile 3. I'm going to start your reading already, because I'm already channeling your message, kind of. The first thing I'm hearing, I'm gonna ring the bell first, sorry. I'm excited. I'm getting really, really good energy. Just so you know. The first thing I'm hearing is ooky, spooky, and kooky. And so if you know what that's from, if you don't, I'll tell you. That's from this video with Alyssa Edwards and Sharon Needles, where they did Halloween makeup. And it's the funniest video on the planet. And Sharon Needles is a very spooky queen. And Alyssa Edwards is a hairless creature of God. And so Alyssa Edwards is always like, oh my God, what the hell? Oh my God, there's demons. And like, it's so funny. It's literally hilarious. And maybe you should watch it. It's the Halloween episode of something with World of Wonder. It's the Halloween episode with Alyssa Edwards though, and Sharon Needles. So those two. But I'm getting, again, same as pile 2, a very avant-garde vibe from you. I'm getting that you're unlocking a new world, and it feels very mysterious. It feels very spooky, and I feel like you like the spooky, and so you're kind of unlocking a new side of yourself. I feel like you're embracing your shadows, and I feel like you're having a tough time with it just a little bit, but the universe is saying to just hold on is what I'm hearing. You got the most cards too, and so you have Owl Guardian. Oh, I forgot about your stone too, and then Gentle Spirits. You have Earth Grounding, and I think I have the book, so I'm going to read the book for that one, because I'm not sure about the meaning. And then we have Divine Timing, Not Yours. And we have Allowing, and I don't know what god that is. I need to learn the gods for these cards. I haven't taken the time to do that. I really should. I don't have the book for this one. Or this deck. I literally, like, out of all these decks, this one and this one were both gifts from people. And so I don't have the books. They were like gifts. It's interesting. We have Birth. And then we have Lovers. That's also a big vibe that I'm getting. I'm going to put this card over very last. We're going to start with this card. We have the Devil, Capricorn energy. Interesting. And then we have the Moon, Pisces energy. Major Arcana vibes, the Hermit, Virgo energy. The Three of Cups. We have the Empress. I'm hearing right this second, you know who you are, and so it doesn't matter if they don't know who you are. We have the Hermit. And so I feel like in your life, some people could have really like treated you wrong or something. People could have really done you wrong, especially like if this happened recently. That's kind of the energy I'm getting, is that like something happened recently or something happened where it was like you were not given what you deserved. You feel like you were cheated almost. We have the Knight of Cups, the Lovers, so many major Arcana cards, and that's the vibe in the Queen of Cups. That came out in all 3 piles. And so there's a message there maybe. And then last card, this card. So beautiful. What's that? What am I hearing? This is a song that never ends. And so I'm getting the never-ending story just a little bit. I feel like you've unlocked the never-ending story. I feel like you unlocked, I feel like you took the handcuffs off of the never-ending story. I feel like that's the vibe. You are no longer in a never-ending story. Something like that. There's some kind of never-ending story. There's some kind of fantasy, some kind of dream, some kind of illusion, some kind of secret, something like that that you've surrendered to. And now you're allowing it to happen. And so there's an allowing here. There's a sense that you no longer are expecting things to happen. You no longer are trying to control things. You're done with that. You've grounded that. You've let it go. You're believing in divine timing. You're allowing things to come in for you. And the universe is saying that, like, as you detach from your expectations, as you drop the things with the devil energy that are like holding you captive, is what I'm hearing right this second. but that like literally lock you down and keep you in place. The things that literally stop you, your shadows, which is what I was getting in the very first thing. You're embracing your shadows. And so you're learning that the parts of you that like lock you down, that hold you in place, you're learning to adapt, to live with them, and to connect with them. 16. So higher card. It's an angelic card, and so it's a card about angels. Earth grounding. It says, Mother Gaia herself speaks to you through this card, opening up a channel of supportive healing energy from within her core, her heart. The flow of her heartbeat is channeled through the crystalline structure of the mineral kingdom, awakening your love of earth, your sense of belonging, and of being part of the web of life that expresses itself in wondrous and miraculous ways on this planet. She holds her wisdom, she holds her essence in the key of life. She holds within her essence the key of life. Do you want me to say it again? The seed of life and the wisdom of all that is required of you to co-create with the universe. Only through rooted connection to her can your branches reach the sky, can your seeds form and bring forth new life. Only through the universe, only through the earth is what it's saying too, the mineral world. Only through honoring all of life. What the vibe I'm getting right now is fairies. And I'm thinking about this story, and this kind of, I feel like I'll set the tone for the reading, but like, I'm thinking about this story of like someone I knew that I said something about like, I said, do you know what fairies are? Because we were talking about magical things, and they'd never heard of fairies. They thought it was crazy. And I was like, fairies, like little girls with wings and guys with wings, little fairy like brownies and like all kinds of things, nature spirits like the Native Americans believed in, and they were so confused by that. And then they started talking to me about demons, and I was just like, I was like, that's hilarious. How do you know what demons are, but you don't know what fairies are? And like fairies are like, they're very innocent, very like childlike creatures. They're very fun and very playful. They like to hide things. They like to steal things. They like to play games. They want you to interact with them. They want your attention. They're like, that's what they do, is they cling to attention. And so I feel like that's a message in and of itself in this reading. And I feel like also there's just a message of like, don't cling to attention, don't cling to expectations. You are all you can cling to. With the Hermit twice, what I'm seeing is like isolation. I'm seeing extended isolation. I'm seeing extended. I'm hearing extended. And I feel like you're lost in the isolation, almost maybe a little bit. But the universe is saying that like the moonlight's guiding your way. I don't know if you can hear my dog. Somebody might be here. But the moonlight is guiding your way. Let the moonlight guide your way. Let the mystery be the guide. Let the not knowing be the knowing. Know everything by knowing nothing. Know that you know the truth, that you know everything. That like, that's what I'm getting. With Owl Guardian, what I'm getting is that the universe is guiding you so gently. So like with gentle spirits, Owl Guardian, you are surrounded by spirit guides. I'm getting, I'm hearing Hecate and those vibes, like magical vibes. I'm getting just guidance and spirits. And I'm getting that the earth itself is guiding you right now. I feel like animals and all these things, even like every single one of these cards has like animals in it. All of them do. Not really, but you know what I mean? And I feel like they're guiding you to love. They're guiding you to birth. And literally you have the key of life. You have the birth card. The universe, I feel like, is saying to get out of your shell. That's what I'm hearing. The universe wants you to find a way out of your shell, right? Like, not right now, like immediately, but the universe is saying you're getting out of your shell. You're losing your shell. You're leaving your shell is what I feel like. And I feel like the universe is saying that you're unlocking everything through sacrificing. You're allowing the universe to come to you. You're allowing literally everything to be, I'm hearing everything to be a blessing. And so I feel like you're allowing the universe to bless you. We got a bunch of charms right off the bat. We have Tinkerbell. That's the vibe I'm getting. Fairies. I'm getting fairies. This has a water droplet on it, and then on the other side, it has like a swirl. And so I feel like you're a trip, is what I'm hearing. And you're a pearl. You're literally a diamond in the rough. You're very unique. I feel like you're very grounded, but you change direction still. You have this energy about you that can go many places at once. I feel like you're transforming. You've already transformed. And with the Queen Elizabeth coin, you're going to stand the test of time. You're going to be like the next Queen Elizabeth. It's that energy. You're a pearl. You're somebody who's unique. You're something who's special. You're something people want, is what I'm hearing. And I feel like you mesmerize people. You hypnotize people. With the Nine of Cups energy too, that's what I'm seeing, is you have this way that you speak, this way that you like, you turn into water. And I'm hearing you make water wine. That energy, it's where it's like you can sell, I'm hearing you could sell cars to a used salesman. That, I can't think of what I'm trying to say. But you could sell knives to a knife salesman. That energy where it's like you have a gift for gab. You have the ability to like get people in, get people going. I'm hearing like auctioneer, and I'm thinking about the people on TikTok that like sell wigs and designer bags and stuff. And it's that energy of like entrepreneurship, of birthing things. With the Empress too, I didn't even think about that. We have the Empress here. This is all feminine energy. This is receptive energy. This is all allowing things to come to you. And I feel like this has been a major lesson in your life, how to step into this feminine energy. Because I feel like you've always had this Queen of Cups energy about you, that you've always been a nurturing person that cared for other people, that thought about other people before yourself. But I feel like you're learning how to be that sustainably, how to sustain that, how to actually show that to other people, how to accept love into your life and how to show love to other people. I feel like you're really learning what love is right now. And I feel like you're learning to love the earth, to love the moment, and to live in the moment. What I'm just seeing overall is the Lovers. I'm seeing like I'm seeing everything is working out. And I know that sounds like overly optimistic, but I'm seeing everything work out exactly where you are. I'm seeing everything perfectly come into play. I'm seeing everything perfectly like come to center. I don't know why. I mean, that's just what I'm getting. I'm even getting like, I'm getting Sagittarius vibes big too. And so adventure vibes. And your stone was aventurine and we never got there. And so that's where we're going now. You say the best for last, right? But it is known as the gambler stone. And that's what I'm seeing. I feel like you gambled and you lost. And I feel like the universe is saying that you're about to cash in. You didn't lose. You maybe took a detour, you maybe did something, you maybe got trapped somewhere. I'm hearing the lotuses. I'm thinking of Percy Jackson when they went in, they ate the flowers and they got lost. They still got out there, they still won, they still did everything they needed to do. But they did get lost for a moment. They got a little stuck for a little while, you know what I mean? They got a little lost in the sauce. And that's what I'm seeing is you've been a little lost in the sauce, but everything's gonna pick back up. Everything's gonna go just where it's meant to be. Everything's gonna be perfect. You're coming out on top, you're winning. It's just about allowing that to happen in divine timing. It says, Jesus, take the wheel. And I'm even getting the message that like Jesus could have took your wheel, like took your car, because I'm just getting that message. We have, it's the stone of opportunity. It brings happiness, confidence, strength, and courage. All three piles too had Leo energy, strength energy, big time. And that's what I'm getting is you're learning to be strong. You're learning to stand strong. And the Hermit is after. And I'm also hearing cusp signs. So if you believe in cusp signs and you know what I'm talking about, then you're stupid. But that's another message for another day. But what I'm getting with the Hermit is you need a harder shell too. Build a shell around yourself. Like with this lobster, I'm getting the lobster vibes from the Friends. I said this a couple times and I feel like a couple readings, but like lobster vibes, your lobster. I feel like your lobster's coming to you eventually. I feel like that's what this reading is about. It's about divine timing. It's about like the fact that like there is fate, but like fate is determined by you. You have the ability to change fate right now, and you have the ability to change dimensions, to change your position, to change everything around you. And I feel like you're not tapping into that completely. I feel like you're a little bit in the air still. You're learning to tap into that. And even in this Hermit card, I'm seeing the water, and I'm thinking of the Queen of Cups. It's like you don't necessarily have the grounded ability to change your reality right now, but that's what you're learning to do. You're learning to turn this feminine energy into a grounded ability to change the world. And that's what I'm hearing is you're literally learning how to change the world with love. It's so beautiful. And I feel like you're scared about this. You're manifesting it though, you're just scared. You're scared of what's gonna happen. It's like you're opening Pandora's box. At the key of life, you're opening Pandora's box and you're opening this pearl and it's about to be this gem, but it's like, what's gonna come with that? It's that energy, and I'm hearing ookie, spooky, and kooky again. But with the Gambler Stone, it's good for bringing you on first dates, and so I am seeing a first date. I keep getting that energy, so there's gonna be some kind of first date soon or something like that. I just keep getting that. And then it is an adventurous energy. It helps with emotional matters, especially romantic emotional matters, and bring the heavens into your life is what it brings. And so it brings blessings, it brings joy, it brings happiness. It makes you just feel like at home in your body and at home in life. And I feel like that's what this reading is about, is unlocking that within yourself. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're learning to hypnotize yourself a little bit. You're learning how to not get lost in the sauce, but still experience the sauce. You're learning how to have your cake and eat it too, but not be selfish about it. And that's what I'm saying. You're going to give your cake away to other people. You're going to have your cake, you're going to eat it, you're going to give it to everybody else, and you're going to share it, and everyone's going to eat your cake. And so you might get your cake ate. But that's your message, and I hope you enjoyed it.